Hello, happy Friday and welcome to Train Sim World 6, where today I'm just going to do something a bit different. I'm going to be on foot at Stafford. And we're going to have what the current weather is. Turn dynamic weather off. There we go. And there we go. Not going to do any train driving. It's going to be a slightly different video. Basically, what I'm going to do is watch the trains go by and get some interesting screenshots now that I know that camera mode is brilliant. Just wait for it to load up. And then see if there's any trains. Hopefully there should be. And I'm using Stafford because I know the layout of Stafford. I've been there often enough. Just need to wait for it to load up. Here we go. Stafford. That's not 100% accurate. Does it have the... No, it doesn't. There's a notice board there that says about the Trent Valley line in real life. How far along here can you go? Not very. Okay. You can't even go across to the park. Okay. Interesting. There's a train just leaving. Or just arriving. Oh, there's a AED. I took some photos of that last time I was in Stafford. There's the train that's just arrived.
Railway service to London Euston, calling at Wolverhampton, Smethwick Galton Bridge, Birmingham New Street, Marston Green, Birmingham International, Stafford, Wolverhampton, Smethwick Galton Bridge, Birmingham New Street, Marston Green, and London Euston. The next train to
How far
arrive
along here
at
can you go?
platform 1 will be the 10.
The lifts work,
London Northwestern
as with
Railway
the
service
Riviera
to
line,
London Euston, calling at
because
Stafford,
this is a Train Sim World
Rugeley
6
Trent Valley,
route,
Lichfield Trent Valley,
so things like
Tamworth,
lifts work.
Atherstone, Nuneaton, Rugby, Milton Keynes Central, and London Euston.
There's a route map. Oh no, a poster. Just having a little wander round while waiting for more services to arrive. See if there's any collectibles. That Class 350 train will be going Trent Valley line, so there's no way I could ride it anyway. There's the elevator, lift. whichever way you want to call it. Last time I was at Stafford, I had to wait on this platform for nearly an hour for the train to go down there and then take the left at Junction. So if that's going to Euston via Trent Valley line, it's on the wrong line, because they normally go on this platform. Is that what I think it is? No, it's Windows. And not the computer operating system. I'm going to use the lift.
Doors closing. Footbridge. Doors opening. Lift going down.
And now
Doors closing.
send it back down. Any collectibles up here? Yes, poster. Support local, shop locally. It's time to give something back to your local community. Okay. There's a robot. That's a good location for watching trains. There's the train that is in the platform. Oh, because I'm inside, it wouldn't move. I want to get a picture of this train, see what it says. Euston, it doesn't say via. Just says Euston. And London Euston. I'll still get a photo of it. That'll do. Hopefully that'll work. And I can watch the train depart from up here. Yep, it worked. Now let's go into this view and see it cross over. There's another one coming in. What way's the point set? It's not. Oh, that's a Pendolino. Wrong one. That's what I want. Is it going Stafford route? I mean, Trent Valley route? No, that's going towards Birmingham. Because that's the Trent Valley line. And there's a train coming in. That'll be over on platform 2 maybe. Which is back here. Let's use the lift. Oh, there's the Trent Valley line train just arriving.
Doors opening. Lift going down. Doors closing. Platform. Doors opening. Lift
Platform
going
1
up.
for the 10:52 London North Western Railway service to London Euston. Calling at London Euston.
8-car
only.
formation. Just look if there's any collectibles on this platform. While I wait to see which way that train that's coming off the Trent Valley Line's going. Must admit, the routes do look nice in snow. Can I zoom in and see? Can't see it yet. Ooh, Pendolino going through at speed. Don't know where that'll be going, whether it's Trent Valley Line or Birmingham branch. Stafford and Crewe are actually good locations for watching trains on this line, because you get a lot of I hear something. Can't see it. That'll be going now, because the doors are shut. Oh, there it is. There's what was going north. Pendolino. Probably heading up to Glasgow. Or Edinburgh. One or the other. Thing I like about this, you can switch to other stations without having to catch a train, or you can catch a train to get to another station. Off goes the Class 350, or Desiro. I'm trying to obey the rules and not jumping down into the track and crossing over, because I genuinely don't know when the next train's coming. What I am doing is just looking along this platform to see if there's okay. No more collectibles here. Let's use the steps. Easier. Down to the other platform. Newspapers. Sound like a black 5. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Okay. Someone's got a sense of humour. Black 5 of a... Try that again. Black 5 is a steam engine type. Anything coming? Let's have a look. There goes that up the Trent Valley line. There's a Pendolino coming in. I can't see anything else. I wonder if that'll be on the down loop, or... Oh, there's another AED. I use the correct term, which is AED, not just defibrillator. Should say, have the announcement saying there's a next train doesn't stop here if it's going straight through on one of these two platforms. Let's move back a little bit. There we go. Can see all the lines that way. There it is. No announcement. Ooh, it's steam. I will get a picture of that. That I wasn't expecting. Steam rail tour. In the snow. Heading to Crewe, which is up that way. I really wasn't expecting that. Hasn't got a rear light on the back. Which it should do, but... that was a Jubilee. Not sure if it was meant to be one of the preserved examples. Coliper, Galatea, Bahamas. The Leander. Forget that one always. Those are the preserved examples. Bahamas has got an identity crisis. It keeps pretending to be another one like Sri Lanka or what's the other one it's been? It's been Falklands. I can't remember the other name it's used. Surprised there's no route maps here. Oh, there's a 350. That's going up to Crewe, so I'll catch the train. Catch the train up to Crewe for spotting purposes. That's a 350 stroke 1. Let's go and ride in the front coach. Oop, there's a Voyager turning up as well. We're going to go and ride in there.
For the 10:57 London North Western Railway service to Crewe, calling at Stowe. Stowe-on-Trent, Kidston, Ulster, and Crewe. The next train to Wolverhampton.
It's full. That's a platform 1.
Cross-country service to
cross-country, sorry.
Manchester Piccadilly, calling at Stafford. Stoke-on-Trent, Coventry, Macclesfield, Stockport, and
Just ride in the vestibule. That cross-country service will be coming from Birmingham. We're going to go... This is how I normally ride when I'm in the train. I tend not to sit down unless I've got a long journey, when I will sit down, but there's no seats, so I can't exactly sit down. Why is the door opened? I didn't press it. Okay, off we go. Can I see through the window? Sort of. I don't know if this will be able to follow the normal route, because the line splits there, and if it goes that way we can't go, but if it goes this way then we will, so we'll see. We'll be passing another train anyway. If it turns to the right at that junction, we'll be unable to go anywhere. I know how to look at that. Hello, Mr. Driver. I'm coming and sitting down next to you. And I'm going to turn the wiper on. Not the horn. There we go, I can see. Can't turn the wiper on. Don't want to emergency stop. Green signal. Not that I need to worry about signals. That's the guard key. I'm still on the main line at the moment. There we go, I can see both the route ahead and... That's easier. That's much easier. It's where it goes from being 4-track to 2-track junction. Half the lines go off to the right towards Stoke, and the others go north to Crewe. Hopefully this does not go to Stoke. Didn't want to do that. That's what I wanted. If the junction is set to go towards Stoke, I can go into map and auto choose to go to Crewe. This train will eventually get there, but that bit of the route is not included in the game, or in this route. So, yeah. I can't tell yet. We haven't got a feather saying which junction we're going along. We're going the right way. Don't think we could go through Stoke anyway. Or could we? Yes, we could actually. Stoke is electrified. Because the Pendolino's... Oh, yeah, we've got the junction. Okay, we are this train's going towards Stoke, so... Zoom out. Where's the thing? There it is. Crewe. I can't get off the train. Okay. It'll come and... Didn't want to have to do that. But it's the only thing I can do. And then station hop without riding a train. Because it'd just say service ended. Gone beyond the scope of the route. Little bit annoying. I don't even know how far along the Stoke line is modelled. Which is a pity. Does have a junction to go back to Crewe, but it's not modelled, so can't do it. Wait for this to load. I'm surprised there wasn't an APT at Stafford. Yeah, this is Stoke. I don't want Stoke. Why are you not working? Come on. There we go. Zoom out. And... station hop. There's more to do at Stoke. Crewe. Do you want to fast travel to Crewe Station? Yes, I do. I can see that there's already trains at Crewe. Including some in Bay platform. So we'll see what's there. I've done all the collectibles in Crewe. So I don't have to worry about that. It's just one of the most it's a place where people do a lot of filming of trains and whatnot. I mean, you can search through YouTube after watching this video for Crewe. And see all the different videos that have been filmed there. To be honest, I've never actually done any filming there. Oh, look. Have I done that one? No, I haven't. I've only got 4 more APTs to find on the entire route. It's taken a bit of time to load up. Are you loaded yet? Right. Strangely enough, I do know my way around Crewe as well, because I've been there. Platform that had got trains on is this one. If I remember rightly. No, it's the other one. Other end. Okay. Right. Is it? Ooh, old phone boxes. Where am I? Okay, it was over there. The great thing about this, it will use liveries done in the livery creator for any things that are extra. So things like Class 323 here would be Northern Rail livery. There's a 350 and a Northern Rail Class 323. That will be going up to Manchester. Manchester Piccadilly. See? I don't know where the 350 will be going. I'll have to have a look on the electronic destination. That is London Euston via calling at Crewe, Alsager, Kidsgrove, Stoke-on-Trent. That one I couldn't catch. Stone, Stafford, Wolverhampton, Smithwick Golden Bridge, Birmingham New Street, Marston Green, Birmingham International, Tile Hill, Coventry, Rugby, Long Buckby, Northampton, Milton Keynes, Central. Yeah. Where's that one going? Wait for that to come up. It'll be going to London. I'm waiting for the calling at Crewe, Stafford. That's going the correct way. And looking at the timing, 11:01, 10:50. 2 minutes before that one goes. And the Northern Rail one's going. So, as I've done all the collectibles here, I'll go down to Penkridge. Keep forgetting you don't have to do that with this one. Can I close that door? Let some air in. I don't know how to turn the wiper on this side. Wonder where that junction... hitting the wrong button. Where is the junction to go? There it is. That's the junction towards Stafford. Okay. And then all the way down there. We're going to Penkridge. Have a little investigation of that station. There's a lot of stuff. That's Crewe Heritage Centre. And... no, that's Crewe Heritage Centre. That's Locomotive Services. And then the train care is there. Doors are shut. Off we go. Let's go into external view. As we leave in our 350 stroke 3. Heading towards London Euston via Birmingham. Trains on the Trent Valley line go into that bay platform off to the left. And they go London Euston to Crewe via the Trent Valley line. I'm staying in external view because internal will be covered with snow now. Actually, I might be able to turn the wipers on. Where's the wiper control? You're not wipers. Windscreen heater. I'll turn that on. Wipers. Quick. But only the one wiper. Why am I not mowing? Sit down. My wiper won't come on. It's a bit annoying, really. And when it wakes up again, because there's something loading in. Problem with timetable mode, there is a lot of services. So it will have tendency to freeze on this. That's 2 class 350 stroke 1s. You can tell because it's got the full yellow end. Let's see, can we see what's in the freight yard? A lot of wagons, by the look of it. What I wanted to look at. Crewe Stafford Hall. I believe that one is. Just go under the bridge. And there's the end of that yard. We should pass that steam special that went through Stafford. Make an interesting screenshot. Abandoned or a disused signal box. Yeah. The amount of layers that timetable mode has in my laptop does struggle. I am considering getting more memory. Which should help with running the high timetable routes. High service timetable routes, I should say. There are a lot of layers on this route for these timetable services. If I was staying in one location, then it'd be less taxing. But I'm moving, so it's loading in trains a bit more regularly. Stafford and Crewe are probably the two best places for just watching trains randomly, because they're busy. I mean, you get trains through Stafford from the Trent Valley line, the Birmingham line, heading to Stoke, or to Crewe, and same at Crewe. You get the stuff from the north heading south, you get the freight services around there, and there's Pendolino, which we just pulled inside of. Or pull alongside of, I should say. We don't go inside the train because we're in the plus 350. The rail tour should be on the far side over here when we go past it. Looks as if it's following this route. I'm not too sure if it would be going this way or they're going via Stoke. I couldn't tell from the map when I looked at it. You stop. It's interesting how the game deals with snow. I mean, if I go in that view, you can see the snow gets kicked up by the train, which does happen. And because I moved away from the windows, it cleared them temporarily. Doesn't keep the snow on the windows permanently. It's only while it's visible, so I could go back here and you can see there's very little snow on those windows, and now that I've moved forward, it's gone again, and now it's building back up. It'd be the same if I go back inside the cab. The snow will only build up when I'm in the cab. It's a good way of stopping excessive memory use. If I move closer to the unit I'm in, you can see it hasn't got any snow on the windows yet, and now they're building up. It's all to do with level of detail and LOD distance, draw distance. So trains that are passing won't have snow on the windows. As I said, it's a good way of managing memory. Something's just loaded in. Yeah, it's a good way of managing memory, and it is good optimization. And the game works on PC, PlayStation 4 and 5. 5 runs better than 4. And then the Xbox previous generation and current generation. The older hardware doesn't run it as smoothly, and it has to be optimised to be able to run on older hardware. No two PCs are the same, which is why it's more difficult for some games to be developed for PC, even though they're developed on PC. There's Pendolino. This does run better on PC than it does on console. And depending on your setup, you can have absolutely amazing graphics on it. Unfortunately, sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. Unfortunately, you can also have really bad graphics if your computer is not up to spec. I've got this set to the settings that it launched with. I'm not sure if that's high detail or just normal. When it's snowing like this, it doesn't really matter, because it uses less detail anyway. But my laptop is coming up to 7 years old. I can do a few things to upgrade it, like replacing the memory, but I can't replace the processor or the graphics card because they're not separate. Well, processor I can't actually get to without completely disassembling the laptop. The motherboard wouldn't accept a higher spec processor anyway. Memory I can replace, and I probably will do at some point. Problem is, laptop memory is more expensive than desktop memory. One advantage of doing this as passenger, I don't have to worry about speeds or anything like that. I can just sit and watch the world go by. We've already been going 10 minutes in this particular train. If that Steam Special was going through this part of the line, we should be passing it fairly soon. I'm not sure whether it was or not though. Soon find out. In fact, I can find out. I can just... Yes. We will be passing it. Because it used the slow link line. And I'm going to get a screenshot of it passing my train. Using the photo mode. Now I can get multiple angles. Right, should be just up ahead. Trying to do photo mode at the right time will be interesting. There it is. It worked! First things first. Unfortunately, it has left the camera thing on. Let's change the time for this. What about early morning? Why are you not letting me do... Any later than that and it's pitch black, which doesn't quite work. Even with my train. Let's just... There. There. Have you worked this time? Yes. That works better. Go down. Oop, I'm underground. That's actually quite an interesting view. And there's that one. How many coaches has it got anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 Mark 1s. What I want is that. And a bit closer. Drone shot. Wouldn't be allowed, but... There we go. That's the rail tour. Which is weird having a rail tour. On a Friday. In January. Yes, they do happen. But not usually on a Friday. Fridays are usually empty coaching stock moves. There's the junction. The one that I got confused about before we fast travelled to Crewe after restarting. I wish the camera wouldn't do that. We're going under the bridge. There's southbound link. Soon be in Stafford. Again. And there'll be the northbound train that goes via Stoke in the platform, as well as the Voyager service from Stoke. While we're in platform 1. There's the rest of the junction. Should see the Voyager in the platform when we arrive. That will be going Birmingham line as well. It's whether that goes before us or after us, that's the question. Timetable is based on one from mid last year, so mid 2025. I can't have it update to the latest one without a patch, so it'll have services that happened that particular day that it's set. With a few extras like the rail tour. I like the fact that it had Jubilee on the rail tour and didn't decide to put Scotsman on. There's the northbound Voyager. I missed that one when I was in the station. Yellow signals. And we're slowing down. You can hear the brakes being applied. Double yellow. Next one will be single yellow, because the signal at the station will be red. Nice electricity pylon. I couldn't say the type, but my youngest nephew could. And we're now approaching Stafford. Be crossing over to platform 1. Oh no, not crossing over yet. Okay. And we're going to cross over here. Okay then. I don't remember this.
Liverpool Vine Street. 11, London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street.
Okay. Was I wandering around the station still at this time? So if I get off at Penkridge, I can catch the 220. It's trailing this. Look at how whited out that window is, and all those. Yeah, doors are open. Can't go anywhere because it's got red signal. Actually, what I'm going to do is catch the class 220. Okay, go, Mr. Driver. You can have the cab to yourself again. We'll wait for the Voyager. And ride that down to Penkridge, or wherever it goes. Probably Wolverhampton. Can't you get up the steps in your red coat? It's better. It's a pity you can't sit down in this game. On the outside, I mean. Sitting in the benches while waiting would be realistic. That's still got a red signal. Just watch it leave. Now that I'm not in, the cab window's not quite as snowy. Let's see. I've hit the wrong button again. That button. There's the northbound towards Stoke. Just arriving. Zoom in to see it. There it is. It'll go onto the middle line. Like that. There we go, that's the one that's going via Stoke. Come back up here because I can hear the announcements. £11.20 Bournemouth.
Platform 5 for the 11 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. Calling at Crewe, Winsford, Hertford, Acton Bridge, Runcorn East, Liverpool South Parkway, and
There we go, the
Liverpool
one I was
Lime
on's going.
Street.
And we've got a few minutes before the Voyager towards Bournemouth turns up. And that will be stopping at... Well, I can definitely tell it's Wolverhampton and New Street, but what else? Don't do Coventry, Leamington Spa, Banbury, because that's not on this route. Oh, that's already leaving. That was quick. That's a lot of text. Yeah, it's a 4-coach Voyager that we're waiting for. Calling at here, Wolverhampton, Birmingham, New Street. Okay. Anything coming on this platform? Liverpool, Lime Street. That'll be here first. Or second. Avanti, West Coast, Pendolino. And that will be going... Stafford, Crewe, Runcorn, and Liverpool Lime Street. What's due on the other platform? I've got plenty of time, I can do this. Don't do it in real life, but... London Euston, calling at London Euston. So that'll be just Pendolino straight down to the bottom. What's over this side? What's this one? Welcome to Stafford. So there's nothing due on this platform. And here, next one, Manchester Piccadilly. Cross-country service, that'll be a Voyager. Yep, and that'll be going via Stafford. I mean Stoke. Let's have a look. Calling at Stoke-on-Trent, yes. Stoke-on-Trent, Congleton, Macclesfield, Stockport, and Manchester Piccadilly. Okay, go over to my platform. Got a couple of minutes before the Voyager arrives. I'm sure there's meant to be more collectibles. I am certain that there's got to be a APT around here. At least you'd expect it on a station this big. Another bit you're not supposed to do. Go past the ramp or the anti-walking stuff. Okay. You'd have thought there'd be APT model. Any in there? No. That's disappointing. What about over there? I didn't look that side of the... Oh, I can't go up there, that's why. Did I look fully in here. Just saw newspapers. 7 of 20. Ticket office, ticket window. No. Up the bridge. Didn't know you could walk that way. Not there. And that just goes straight down to the platform, which is where I want to be anyway. Because we want this platform. I'm surprised there isn't an APT here. It's weird. Let's go under the shelter. Or under the awning. Even though it's still snowing under here. Let's see. There it is. It's coming. Making sure I'm not over the line. And that person standing on the line. Oh, it's 11:28, the Bournemouth train. So it's not that one. Bye bye, Pendolino. I wonder if you're going down the Trent Valley line or Birmingham line. Birmingham line. Okay. There's that advert again. Sound like a Black 5. Debut album. Hard and heavy guitar-based rock. Featuring the Boiler single Steam. Okay. Let's go back into that view. There's the Voyager. And from the south, there's the 350 that should go into that platform. Should. That's going at 40, so not sure if that one's stopping either. Soon find out. Oh no, it's the right one. It's got a bit of a wait before it goes. Hello. You're out of service? I wouldn't have said you were out of service. I'm following the train down to Birmingham. Going to Bournemouth. So why are you saying out of service? Advantage of... Okay, there's no driver. Everything's switched on, is it? Hmm. Warm everyone up. Where's the one that does the wiper? There we go. Pendolino coming in to stop. Where's that one heading? It'll say it on the door. Liverpool Lime Street. These are quite interesting units. That's the staff area. And then, you know, you've got first class, which does look comfortable. But they're all mostly facing the wrong way. Then you've got accessible toilet. Can you stop pushing me, please? And then through the gangway, into the vestibule, into standard class. Also mostly facing the other way. Luggage. Another accessible toilet. More standard class.
The next train to arrive at platform 5 will be the
Bigger luggage area.
cross-country service to Manchester Piccadilly, calling at Stafford, Stoke-on-Trent,
And then
Congleton, Macclesfield,
back end of the train
and Manchester Piccadilly.
with
Platform 5 for the 11:28
more staff area
cross-country service to
and
Manchester
the rear cab. Can I close that door? Yes. Back through. Doors are all automatic on these, so they'll automatically close behind me. These were originally built for Virgin trains. Come on, open door. Third coach. And fourth coach. Into first class. Close the door that blocks off passengers from staff. Caution, staff working on the other side of this door. No, they're not. We will sit there. That way we can see. Maximum speed, 125 miles an hour. This is unit 220031. Non-tilting unit. Let's see what all these things say. Verger fleet drivers. Reporting of defects should be made direct to maintenance control. With the phone number, which is a Birmingham number, because it's... There's a Pendolino going through. Yeah, Birmingham number, because it's Wolverhampton that their maintenance is done. at central rivers. Then you've got the high visibility clothing must be worn when on or about the line. Protection of line using track circuit operating clips. That's if you break down. Danger, live rail and overhead wires. Overhead wires here, not live rail because we're not in the southern region. And caution, take care when leaving through that door. Cab's quite quiet. You've got the horn control for the second man. Contact signaller. Those turn the various things on, which we don't need because I'm not doing the driving. That screen gives you next station Wolverhampton, destination Bournemouth, so that will now show on the front. See, hidden behind the snow. Let's get a screenshot of this train at Stafford station. That'll do. Come on, do the click noise. So there's the other track. There's the Pendolino that... Oh no, it's another Voyager. That's currently sitting in the station waiting for a green signal. So mine's heading towards Bournemouth. That one's heading towards Manchester. That'll go via Stoke to get to Manchester. Easy way of finding out. Oh, it isn't. Haha. Does it say on there? Yes, Stoke-on-Trent. It's the next station. Can even look inside this with this camera. Whee! Hello. It's snowing inside the train. That's not normal. Go out that door. And mine says next station, Wolverhampton. Due to depart in 2 minutes. Okay, go back to normal mode. Now that I've taken some photos. Side windows are getting covered in snow. I can't turn cab light on unless I get up and look for it. Daylights. That's the speedo. I am not sitting in the seat. What I want is to test all the lamps. Cab light. There we go. Can see now if we go through any tunnels or in the dark or anything like that. It's a very detailed model, this. Should be going in about 45 seconds or so. Which is when the driver will shut the doors. Drivers turn the windscreen wiper speed down. I'd got it up to full because it's quite heavy snow. Oh well. Green signal. Wait for the doors to close. That was good timing. Door's closed. And off we go. Leaving Stafford. Next stop, Wolverhampton. Which I've been to on one scenario, but not got out of the train, apart from running from one end of the train to the other to put it in the sidings. Coach stabling, as they label it. Let's go out view, can see better. See what's coming ahead. Coming ahead, I can just about look out that window and that window. Something's just loaded in. What we're going to be passing as we go onto the Birmingham branch. There's the Trent Valley main line, and we go on the Birmingham branch, which is 2-track. You can tell which is the main line and which is the branch line. Main line's 4-track, branch line's 2-track. As we leave Stafford. Can't open that door now, look. Oop. Shouldn't be able to open the door. Okay. Shouldn't be able to do that. It should automatically stop the train. Does that mean this one will open? Yeah. It's 3-track here. But now it's 2-track. Which it is all the way to Brum. Opening the door while the train's moving should not be able to be done. There's the E-stop. What's inside the emergency equipment? You've got red flags, detonators, steps. Detonators are put on the rails behind the train to warn oncoming trains that there's a stalled train ahead. There we go. Windscreen wipers are now on fast, which is what you need when it's snowing. Turn the cab light up, I think. There we go. Don't really need them on. Doesn't have much effect. They only work in the dark. Okay. If I bring this up, it won't come up with anything, because I'm on foot. And it's decided it doesn't like that. That's not what I clicked. That's what I clicked, thank you. Don't know how long it'll take to get to Wolverhampton. Or even Birmingham on this. Not driven a class 220 on this route yet. I do know that it doesn't do 125 along this section. It's 110. There's a 350 at the station, which is Penkridge. It's not a big station, so there wouldn't be much in terms of collectibles. So I'm glad I didn't catch or stay on that other train and get off at Penkridge. Especially as this service doesn't stop there. This is something you normally wouldn't be able to do, ride in the cab with the driver. It'd be interesting experience, especially if I was allowed to put a camera on the dash, roughly where the grey dot is, looking forward. That would make a brilliant location for a camera. Cab view. Set up one of my action cameras. But I don't think I'd get permission to do it, unfortunately. Just wondering, can I... Which one is it? That's doors, that's vigilance, DRI, DSD, and AWS. Ah, that was good timing, because we're already moving. It got the signal straight away. It's just so we get the sound. Don't need it, because it's an AI driving. But it's just nice to hear the sound as we go over the ramps like that, because that's realistic. Just realised I've been doing this over an hour and a half. So probably end at Wolverhampton. It's just a lazy video for me today. Didn't feel like doing any driving, didn't feel like doing guard mode. But I still wanted to get a video out. So we'll get to Wolverhampton, jump out, and leave the station. After looking for any collectibles. Probably not a lot there, because I have maybe... I can't remember if I explored it or not. Let's just go into this view. How far is Wolverhampton? Not that far. Nearly at Wolverhampton. So we get to Wolverhampton, have a little look around. That was the speed one. I don't know where the AWS. It's DRI. Where is AWS button? Oh, there it is. I'll have to stand up to be able to do the... that. Does it beep every time you press it? No. I just happened to press it exactly as we went over a AWS ramp for this signal. probably go into Central Rivers Depot, which is down the line over there. Off down that way. I mean, no. That was a bit of a violent jolt. Central Rivers Depot is on the line towards Shrewsbury, past Cosford, Wellington, Telford, Shrewsbury. It's a non-electrified line, and it forms part of Transport for Wales's Birmingham to Aberystwyth and Pwllheli services. Yes, I have ridden it a fair few times, and I will be going on it again at least once this year. Ready to do the AWS. If I put that like that, I can have the mouse ready, because I know the driver won't press it. There's the junction for the depot. I could walk along it to the depot and see if there's any collectibles around there. It'd be interesting to do that, I think. See what's around.
We are now approaching Wolverhampton. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
Next signal will be red. There's a Pendolino heading towards Stafford and Crewe and wherever it says on the destination. Can't tell because the lights are too low. We're going into the left-hand most platform. Moved up a bit too much. Oh no, we're not. There's a Pendolino already in it. So platform will be on my side. Okay. Pendolino's doors are open, that's why the orange lights on the middle top body side are lit. Look at how deep the snow is, you can't see the rails. The AWS TPWS will sound again. There we go. And open door. Yeah, it looks like I've done some stuff around here, because there was one of the posters in place. So, come on, door. Where's the bit that says door? I don't want to climb up, I want to do the door. That's it. There's a 350. Going into platform 2, I think it is. Which is why my laptop's struggling. There's another one in the bay platform. Yeah, I've explored around here. Because newspapers are filled. Okay. And that... Oh, that one's not done. So I haven't fully explored. Let's go to the steps. Nice poster. English Riviera. Ooh. I wonder what route that is. Haha. Exeter to Penzance and Paynton. English Riviera. There's 8 of 20 defibrillators placed. There's the poster that I'd put in. Can I go down there? No. LNR. Okay. That one's not in service because it's got LNR on. There's the concourse for the station. But we're going to be a little bit naughty. I've been up and over that bridge a few times. Looking over there, that building in the middle is the old lock manufacturers. I've never seen a train in that platform. Don't know where it goes, or what trains use it. I'm wondering, can I spawn in something just to go?
And Crewe. Will passengers intending to travel on this service please join the train now, as it is ready to leave. Platform 1 for the 11:41 London North Western Railway service to...
Right, well, I won't be able to go anywhere yet. But, can I get permission if I climb in? Close the door. Wipers on. Turn all the lights on. And then go... Can I click on where I am? Yes. What I want is to come and have a look here. Let's go into there. Just wait for a green signal now. A little bit of power just to creep towards the signal. Not that I can see the signal from that viewpoint. You've got a green signal. Wouldn't normally be driving a Class 08 from Wolverhampton to the depot. But it's a quick way of getting down there without walking. Does mean that I potentially prevent some trains coming through straight away. That doesn't really bother me though. Slow down a bit because we're going a bit too quick. Normally a Class 08 would be just shunting in a yard. It wouldn't do trip workings like this. I just thought it'd be fun to use to do this short distance. I mean, it's 1.1 mile. And gives me a chance to look at things like the canal. But I can then have a look around the depot, which I wouldn't be able to do quite so easily if I was walking that distance or riding a train. Over the junction. We're now onto the line that heads towards Wales. Past RAF Cosford. Past Telford and Wellington. Into Shrewsbury, where it reverses to go either the Central Wales line or the Cambrian coastline. Would be interesting to do the entirety of the run from Birmingham International to either Aberystwyth or Pwllheli, including the reversal at Shrewsbury. I can slow down now because any trains can use that line. While I'm just creeping along here. Unless there's a service that's going on shed. I'm not going to be anywhere near it. It's the depot where Pendolinos are serviced. Signal show red. Yep. My signal's yellow. Go in that view. Let's... Didn't want that. Evening light. Sort of works. Because you can see into the cab. And then that one. And looking down the line towards the yellow signal. And keep going until we get to the depot. Wouldn't normally have something like this on this line. It's quite fun though, running a little shunter on the line that, there's the canal again, on the line that goes away from Wolverhampton and Birmingham, but not to Crewe. Don't think there's any services going on the other line. Not that I can see, because it's too snowy. Need to be in this angle so I can see what the signal's doing. There's the junction from the triangle. Going into Oxley Depot. Okay, I thought that was Central Rivers. That must be closer to Birmingham then. Another viaduct coming up, which goes over a lane. That's cool. Don't normally notice that when you're on the train. Goes over a few roads actually. Oh, slow down again. Especially as we're coming up to a strict 5 mile an hour speed limit in a second. 400 yards before we have to stop anyway. Normal service trains go straight through the middle. I want to see how well this is modelled compared to real life. Considering that you wouldn't normally have anything going here. Slow down. If they've modelled it accurately, then it'd be brilliant. I can say they haven't put the building in, because there's actually a building here which hasn't been modelled. As I said, it's not a part of the route that you'd normally go along in scenarios or timetable or anything like that. Just creep forward and get to where it says, where the big black hand is. I don't think there'll be any collectibles here somehow. It's not as if it's a bit where you normally go. Pendolinos get stored here. That's all I know. Bring the speed down a little bit, because it's going too fast. Wheelie bin. Reminds me of a joke, which I'm not going to say because it's corny. Soon be at the stopping point. Can't see anything else in the yard. At all. I genuinely thought there was a train somewhere around here, and there isn't. I mean... oh, it's all the way over there. And it's not even got a service. I don't think I can walk round to it either. Oh, there's something there, by the look of it. Pendolino. And they're representing a... Trent Valley, Cambrian or... Shrewsbury train by a Class 170. That's cool. This would make an interesting place to do shunting, as 170s, 158s, Pendolinos, leaving, but not going past because it's supposed to be not electrified after this bend. I'm just wondering where the building is. Let's just get to the stop point, and I can go into view 8 and have a look around. See what's in the various places. Dump the brakes and stop. View 8. Objective complete, yes I know. I just want to have a look over here. What's sitting over here? There's sidings. There's the building. It's a Pendolino, and it's partly in the building. Which is... I'm wondering, if I look around without getting out, will I be able to find out if there's any collectibles? Speed through here. Should have a open end. It doesn't have an open end. Okay. Speed back through. My laptop doesn't like this. Oh, there's a pillar. Okay, can we... What are you looking up for? There's the... Reminder, rear pan only, class 390. Bin. Stuff that won't have an end. Buildings. Big van. Maybe a carriage wash. Let's have a look. Don't know what that's meant to be. Can't see anything that would potentially be a collectible. There's the Pendolino. There's the upper line. How far along here can I actually go? Not very. Let's have a look. There's that. There's the running line. Up that way would be Shrewsbury and all the other places. Oh. So that's how that does it. And then that's the... Walsall line. And so is that. Go to the same destination. Then down here, you've got the steelworks. And all the way down here. That's Smethwick, I believe. Smethick Golden Bridge. That's Central Rivers Depot. Soho. Locomotive Maintenance Depot. And New Street with the southbound line and then Cross City line. How much of West Coast Main Line southwards, and that's not to be explored today. Today I'm going back to my loco that I randomly spawned in. Get one more screenshot with it sitting there. If it'll load up. Come on. There we go. Get it in focus. That looks nice. Take that off and screenshot. And that will do. Wrong one. Here we go. So, that was just a bit of random. Wasn't me having any particular aim in mind. Mainly because I'm recording it on day of release, so I just didn't have anything planned to do. Hope you've enjoyed that completely random bit of stuff, and until Monday, be seeing you.
Warbler Productions. Filming trains and events that happen in town.
Wearing his red trilby, Dale can be seen with cameras 3 all set up.
Steam trains and diesels, electrics and freights.
Dickens and fireworks, tractors at Christmas.
Warbler Productions.